Hello and welcome back to Florida State News. Today we're going to have a special guest on our show. Everybody give it up for Commissioner Liam with the Florida Police Department. Why don't you come over here and take a seat, Liam?
Alright.
All
Morning
right.
there, sir.
You don't need to call me sir. You can just call me PK. So I'm gonna be interviewing you here. I'm gonna be asking a few basic questions. Then we're just gonna be interviewing you on what happened yesterday. Yesterday at 11:56, I think it was. With
I
the
believe
barricaded hostage. All right, so let's start off. What is a single
it was
project or
46,
task?
I believe.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Okay.
What is a single
Nothing.
project or task you would consider your most significant career accomplishment to date, to today? So, what's
I
a
mean,
single project that you're most proud of today?
I'm most proud of that we said about about my FHP, about the Florida Highway Patrol and my police team, which I love on how they grouped reunited on over at downtown, and I love it that they just work together so perfectly. That over my officer on the right side, who barricades the hostages car from escaping. And I love it how my FHP and the FHP were the commissioner on the left and his officer are pointing guns at him with his lights on, so they could get flashbang. They could get blinded by the lights. How powerful they are.
All right, that's just amazing. That was a lot of detail you went into right there. Oh, who
Yeah.
did I just see our other special guest that I haven't announced just jump through real quick? All right, so
Yes.
second
You're right.
question. What have you done professionally that is not an experience you'd want to repeat?
I mean, over back on Highway 55, I believe FHP, former
Well, we're talking about your
commissioner's
department.
car got stolen.
We're talking about police. We're talking about your department. This
Oh,
interview
my
is based
time.
off
I mean,
you. It's not really
I
based
don't
off
believe anything
FHP
happened,
that
but
much.
I hope I don't believe.
Well, today we're talking about your entire career. We're not just talking about what happened last night. We'll get into that in a little bit. But
For sure.
overall, your entire career, what experience would you not want to repeat?
I mean, I don't really want to go to the court system back again. What happened not too long ago? We got sued over $150,000, which was really big for our money due to our lack of money. Same with the government, like they don't provide us with that
Well,
much money.
can
And
can
even with
you
the hostage scene,
all right,
even with the hostage
can
scene.
you tell the media why you were sued for $150,000?
So I had an officer that but by accidentally tased somebody down a hill, which which had a lot of rocks, and they got into brutal injuries such as being paralyzed. I do not know the state of the condition of the suspect that we had, but he went to jail. But he sued us for $150,000 for tasering him down the hill, which I'm mad at that officer who got demoted down to
All
a
right.
cadet.
If you were to put all the people you have worked with over your time in a percentage, how many what percent is you don't like them? You don't have to name names here, but what percent of people you don't like? Just little number, like maybe
First,
50%
I
you don't like.
really don't like the bomb squad on how they do it. Like they find the
We're
bomb,
we're
they
we're
back
not
up
we're, yeah, we're not trying to name
everything.
names here, but I mean, if you want to go ahead,
But
you
no,
might.
just on the bomb squad itself. I'm just saying on that part. I'm
Yeah.
not naming any names on the bomb squad team, but I'm just saying on the bomb squad itself. I mean, really, when they see a bomb, they just back out, say everything. They tell them cut the wires. One wire wrong, bop up. Everybody's dead. And really, what they should really do, they should grab the bomb, place it up somewhere that's like really no people barely go over there, and then just detonate the bomb. Like they should have like a detonation zone where they can like do something.
All right.
Really, like.
Um. So,
Mhm.
is it so if you are arriving, let's say you're arriving on a shootout, is it better to be late but perfect, or is it better to be
It's better. It's
is it
better to
better
be
to be
on.
early and bad? And like you do it horribly, like some officers might get shot
Well,
during it, suspect
mostly
gets away. What do you
no.
think is better?
Mostly, this is what happens. We we
Well,
we
I'm not
arrive early,
yeah, I'm
but
not really
when we
asking on
arrive
like
early, we
past. Wait. I'm not really asking on past experience. Like, in your opinion, what do you think is better? Being late, but like you execute everything perfectly, or being early and not executing anything right?
Well, first of all, our team always executes everything perfect, even if we're late or not.
Okay,
So
so I
perfect,
guess you're going. Yeah,
perfect.
I guess you're going with the perfectly and
Wait,
late. I
sometimes some of our officers are late. Sometimes our
can you
officers are
do
late,
you mind?
and
Sorry, didn't mean to
and
interrupt you.
mhm.
Can you tell me a
uh,
time that can you tell me a time that you personally, not your team, you screwed up during a scene and you realized you screwed up and you got like there were repercussions because of it?
well, I don't believe that happened during our whole entire um previous life, but I think I was late to the scene that happened like yesterday over at 11:46 p.m. EST. I was a little bit late due to the due to a little bit of police work I had to do with documents, which are classified that I can't say. But then I heard
Alright.
a person who barricaded himself in his own house for I just didn't know why, but he had a gun on him, and he didn't use it. He luckily there was no hostages or anybody harmed, but the guy who was in there barricading himself with a gun is arrested, and he has a maybe 14
Alright.
year sentence.
We have one more question, then we're gonna take a quick break. Does that sound alright?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Who's the smartest person you know and why?
I think it
It can be
would
anyone you
be
work with.
my inner police kid.
Oh, thank
I
you.
I love how I believe I know I love how he strategizes everything and tells everything what to do. And basically, like if you wanted to breach, he would tell exactly where the hostage taker is and the hostage, even the hostage taker. He has perfect timing, everything. I love the way how he strategizes everything.
Alright, thank you. That was a comment towards me. I wasn't expecting that. Alright, so we're gonna be taking a quick break and then we'll be right back to talk about the incident that happened at 11:46 p.m.
Mhm.
EST last night.
Mhm.
Alright, welcome back from that short little break. I'm here with Officer Spot, the officer that pulled over the suspect John Deere. Spot, tell us a little bit about why you pulled him over for what you pulled him over for.
Okay, so I put the suspect over because his car was smoking, and I just wanted to make sure he was okay. But as I did that, the suspect started to drive off, so I was in the 1080 for at least 10 minutes until the suspect went into his house and barricaded himself.
Alright, do we know if the suspect was armed? Were you guys
I'm
what was
not
your
sure.
tactic? What was your
Please,
tactic?
excuse me. Oh,
What was your tactic to get him out of the house? Were you just trying to negotiate him out? Were you
yeah, me and some troopers were trying to negotiate how much he wanted because he said he had hostages, but we didn't know if it was true.
did he end up giving up? By the picture that a passing by civilian took that I'm sure you already saw on the news, it seemed that he was giving up. He was on his hands and knees with his hands behind his head, and it looked like two officers to the left were about to move in to cuff him. Did he just give up, or did he
Yeah,
go
so
down?
as he basically just gave up because he knew that they were about to breach, and so he just gave up.
All right. All right. Let's call Liam back in here for a question. Spot. If you'd like to go back get some refreshments, you can go back to our little food table over there, get some refreshments. All right. So let's have Liam back up here. Liam, come on, take a seat. I don't know what's going on. Liam, you there?
I was just getting my water.
All
I
right.
was just drinking a little bit of water back there whenever you guys were talking. Anyways,
All right. So what were you thinking as the scene was going down last night?
I was like focused on my paperwork. I heard it on my radio. I was like turning up my radio just in case. Hostage. There's gonna be a red man running. It's gonna
Well, yeah,
be
but
blue
that's
vehicle and everything.
you
And then
no
I'm
no
like,
disrespect,
oh shoot!
no disrespect, but you're not really answering my question. I'm talking about when you were on scene. What was going through your mind? Was like, oh, I gotta take this guy down. He's like deadly, or what was going through your mind at that moment?
No, really, I was like focused on my paperwork. And then so this is what I just said. Like I let FHP take over because it's their county. So I was just aiming the gun at their head and just like making sure like they don't like pull a gun out or anything. But I was
So
getting ready.
so you're saying your
But
objective
my
was
most
just
of
to
my
like
mind
stop
was
them.
just basically.
Just your objective is just like be prepared for anything. Is that what you're
No,
telling
basically, I
us?
just this is what I had in my mind. I said, "Oh, I just want to let's end this quick and like get it over with, and then let's go
Well,
back to my
yeah, but
paperwork."
isn't the objective of police and sheriff and not sheriff FHP, isn't your objective not to harm anyone but to help them?
I mean, it's not to harm everybody. It's not to harm anyone, but it's also for our safety and bystanders' safety. So basically,
I
like
Yes, but you
as you
were
can see,
saying
like
you
that
had their
bystander, we took that
sorry,
and send it to you. That I saw it, and I'm like,
well,
oh wow.
yeah,
I hope he didn't get
that's
hurt in
also
any way.
true.
But like,
But you were talking about aiming the gun at their head and
yeah, because
like
it's
trying to
for
end
our
it
safety.
quick. What did you mean by that? Were you trying to kill them?
No. So if they start getting up and reaching for their weapon, that's immediately we shoot them, but we don't want to because we feel bad for the person.
All right.
Like, but it's our job.
All right, is that all your thoughts on the scene? We
I
might call
mean,
we might call back over Trooper or sorry. Officer
Jace,
Spot
I believe.
back over. Jace? Officer Jace. Oh, I'm sorry I was
I usually call him
mispronouncing your name.
Jace.
Alright, let's you can go
Hey,
get
you
some more
call him.
refreshments if you'd like. Jace, you
Yeah,
can come back
I'll
up,
go
and
with you.
I just want your opinion on what you were thinking during that moment. And then that is gonna be it for this segment, let's call it. I don't know. And so why don't you come on over, take a seat. Alright, so what was going through your mind as you guys had your guns aimed at him? What was going through your mind in that moment?
Honestly, I thought I was worried because I didn't know if he was about to be in a shootout with him because it looked
Hmm.
like he was armed
Yeah.
from my view. So I didn't know if it was going to be my last moment.
Must have been terrifying for you and all your officers and all the troopers there. Alright,
Yeah, and
well,
then
that's
my
gonna be it.
supervisor, Mr. PK, he was a it was a good job by him because he wasn't scared. It looked like he was just
Alright, well, that's gonna be it. Um, maybe we'll do an interview. Hopefully, we won't do an interview on anything like this again, because we want to keep our city safe.
yes,
Um,
sir.
I will see everybody in the next video.